videos and stuff like that on the other channel. Y'all go subscribe over there and help a brother reach more views and stuff like that on the other channel. Let's click the link. And a whole bunch of videos over there. I need y'all to support the real. Support the real.
But fools despise wisdom and instruction. Now you can keep messing around if you want to. I'm trying to go home. Know the devil watching hockey, we ain't stop. Who's serving up the word? I'm a fiend hockey. Joseph with the code, I'm a dream hockey. Ain't time, come back to the covenant. Professional scenes, he don't wanna be 100. We so thankful for his grace, y'all, we loving it. Got a second chance in the king, everything that he speak, we gon' eat, that's our supplement. Treat your neighbor as yourself, ain't no covenant. Unforgiveness in the kingdom, you ain't coming in. I got his word like lotion, rub it in. Give it to the poor, not the government. Days coming, nukes coming, earthquakes. Ain't no way to flee but the birthplace. Test the apple or the eye, make the earth shake. We in Babylon, sent to the worst place. Blood on your door,
we bout to soar. Babylon falling. We ain't no slaves no more.
Blood on your door, we bout to soar.
Babylon falling.
We ain't no slaves no more.
Covered by the blood, we some overcomers. We can see the sign, y'all, you know we coming. Will he find faith when it all go down? Ain't nowhere to run, he gon' pull the covers out, but we needin' you now.
We need your spirit, the devil ain't cunning.
Ain't no way he keeping us down.
The Alpha Omega, the Almighty Father, the prodigal son is found.
So coming in now. Get back to your land, your bounds.
Deliverance coming around. Ain't no way he
Keeping us in this condition, the righteous is getting the crown. Faith in the king, he the one set me free. Blow the trumpet, you hear the sound. Blood on your doorpost. We bout to soar.
Babylon falling. We ain't no slaves no more. Blood on your doorpost. We about to soar. Babylon falling. We ain't no slaves no more.
We ain't no slaves no more. We ain't no slaves to the devil and his kingdom. We don't listen to Meek Mills. We don't listen to faggot ass niggas like Fabulous. We don't listen to none of these homosexual ass rappers in the music industry. The whole music industry is gay. All them niggas do rituals. They all Freemasons. Fabulous, Jadakiss, Meek Mills, who else? Whoever you could think of in the industry. Fat Joe, Nas, they all fucking homosexuals. They all is. Fabulous, Jadakiss, they all faggots. Y'all get mad all y'all want. When you grow up and you grow in life, you don't want to even hear that evil communication. It corrupt the good manners. God ain't teaching you to cut up coke and wear jewelry and chains. Man, that shit is stupid Fabulous rapping about. That shit is retarded. Excuse my language, I ain't no better cussing. What is that for our community? Fabulous ain't even no foundational black American. He don't even care about reparations. Meek Mills and all them niggas is suckers. All these rappers. Dave East, Nas, whoever, Vado, all of y'all is cowards. Y'all don't care about no black people. You niggas care about selling them records of garbage to the people. That's all y'all promote. It's trash music. Y'all never gonna grow up. Fabulous, you almost a senior citizen, rapping like a teenager. Nigga came in the game wearing jerseys. You almost 50 years old, ain't you? Still making the same music. Man, that shit get a lot of people locked up and killed, that stuff that they be rapping about. Let's keep it real. Fabulous ain't he's no leader to them young dudes like 22 G's and Kuda B and all them dudes. He ain't no fucking leadership. Jadakiss ain't no leadership either. All them Rough Riders dudes, Jadakiss, Styles P, they all rap about death. You niggas glorifying death. We don't have nothing to look forward to. Y'all celebrate hip hop and do all these concerts and make all these millions of dollars, and y'all don't say nothing to Leo Cohen when they be sacrificing y'all. What they did to Young Thug. Who you think made him wear the pocketbook and the skirts and the lipstick? Who you think made Lil Baby come out with the thigh tattoo? These niggas all gay. And they rap about shooting and killing and all that stuff, don't they? And they make millions. But it's up to the consumer to say, we don't want no more of this. I don't give a fuck if it's Jadakiss, Fabulous, Meek Mill, Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, whoever y'all can think of. Styles P, Vado, Dave East, y'all niggas all cowards. Fabio Foreign, you niggas all cowards. The music y'all selling us is death. I'm not buying it. None of it. Not even the R&B artists, all of them. They promote evil. Like, I stand against this whole music industry, y'all. It ain't nothing against the people. It's the artists themselves. It's the record labels and the artists. That's what I stand against. Y'all can feel however y'all want. Even Vado. Vado, you been rapping about coke like you really in the street selling coke. Nigga, you would have been in jail. All them dudes that be running behind Vado and Dave East and Jim Jones, they get locked up and go to the feds while them dudes stay in the studio rapping. They ain't selling them drugs like that. Jim Jones will have a bunch of teenagers in high school selling drugs for him, man. That's how them dudes get down. They don't give a fuck about y'all children. Vado, Dave East, Meek Mill, all y'all music is trash. Mano, you too, Mano. You trash, nigga. Talking about some New York fly and all that. Man, fuck New York. I'm from New York. Fuck New York. This is all pride, trying to say, oh, I'm from Jersey. I'm from New York. All that music that they rapping, even the battle rappers, Smack, Sue Surf, Loaded Lux, all y'all been promoting death and making millions off of it. Tay Rock, all y'all should be ashamed of yourself, man. Tay Rock, you want your daughter to grow up thinking that stuff is reality that you rapping in your battles? No. You gonna tell your children this is just entertainment, but y'all steal from the community and we sit back and be entertained by that stuff. People go out and pay tickets to go to them battle raps, and y'all become famous and don't give back nothing because most of y'all work for a company. Your executive control everything y'all do. Meek Mill. Meek Mill ain't making no money. Vado and Dave East ain't making no money. Them niggas is broke. They struggling. Mano is a struggling, poor, sorry-ass rapper begging the white man to get a deal and a contract. 50 Cent ain't making no money either. That's why he gotta exploit Carmelo Anthony and people that black young kids die. They always exploit 50 Cent. You a Black Lives Matter puppet. 50 Cent work for Black Lives Matter. He don't support the people. Ain't none of them fighting for reparations, is they? None of them. Why all your rappers act like they care about black people, but none of them fighting for reparations? You don't see none of them. Show me one of your favorite rappers that's fighting for reparations. They can spend millions. Colin Kaepernick. Why would y'all send this dude Nolan Ryan body to Washington, D.C. where they eating babies up there in the White House, man? Y'all know that Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump and all these people that work in the White House, they all sniff coke and eat babies' bodies parts, man. Y'all know that. So y'all don't got no expert autopsies that y'all can have test Nolan Ryan body. You gotta fly all the way to Washington, D.C., where these people was known for eating Pizzagate and doing all type of Jeffrey Epstein stuff up in the White House. But Colin Kaepernick, this is like some Freemason stuff. When LeBron James and all the celebrities start talking about somebody that died, a black person, man, that's all fake. It's the Freemasons doing that, telling them to do that. That don't got nothing to do with no justice. You notice how when George Floyd died and they did the Ferguson and people started rioting and stuff like that, how come people don't react like that every time an innocent black person died? The little Cyrus and all of that, right? Robert Brooks. Ain't nobody protest like that. Y'all protest for the immigrants when they said they was deporting them out the country, made all the children skip school. Y'all ain't do that for Robert Brooks. Y'all ain't do that for Cyrus. Y'all ain't do that for not Carmelo. Y'all ain't do that for Nolan Wells and all of the other people. The young boy that just got wrapped up in plastic and stuff like that. You don't hear none of your rappers saying let's protest, do all this stuff that they was doing because they down with Black Lives Matter. When you see Mano and Lil Baby marching with Camilla Harris and Mano sitting down with Mayor Eric Adams, you niggas work for the government. Mano, you work with the government, but you can't get no funds allocated to black people. You niggas got one museum in the Bronx and took all that federal funding. And where's it at? Well, you ain't hear no articles about it or nothing, right? Who they said every rapper, Rakim and all them old school dudes was working there, right? They don't give a fuck about the community. That's a Freemasonic museum. It ain't no hip hop museum. Stop lying to the people. Every rapper from Rakim to Nas to Biggie to Tupac to Jay-Z, you see him throwing the same signs as your false ass pastor Philip Anthony Mitchell. Before Philip Anthony Mitchell come out and start preaching, he throw up all type of signs like this. These is Freemasonic signs that Philip Anthony Mitchell be throwing up before he come out and read the Bible. The rappers do the same thing because they all took an oath in this secret society. They got mad at Tory Lanez too. Tory Lanez took the oath and then they break the oath. Tory Lanez started telling how he could make all the money and not use the record labels, and they locked him up and took that shooting on him and stuff like that. They staged that shooting. And they sent the Mexican to stab him up in jail and try to kill him. I'm not saying Tory Lanez is an angel, but I'm saying I think they railroaded him. The same way Carmelo Anthony, but it's just that people feel like fighting for, like, they don't want to, ain't nobody about to go all out and fight for Tory Lanez because he a rapper and he took the oath. But Carmelo Anthony was a young child, and whether he joined a little fraternity or not, he young, so he still got a chance. Tory Lanez, they look at them dudes like, you on your own, you a grown man. Carmelo was like, was he like just turning 21? Or he might have been under 17, right? Yeah, I think it's 17. So that's why so much fighting justice, people fighting for Carmelo. You don't see Fabolous putting up no money for Carmelo Anthony because that'd go against his oppressor. Remember when when Diddy said, yeah, Fab, come party with me. Remember? He said, I don't want to party with you, Diddy. I already party with you. Diddy but I think Diddy be putting all these rappers in a headlock and bringing them in the back of the room and doing all type of funny stuff to them. The way how they act around him. Jadakiss too. He was young when he was going to Diddy's house. They was calling him Daddy. They used to talk like that in New York. Yeah, come on, Daddy. Don't that sound gay? That's what they had. A lot of New York dudes talk like that because they used to chill around P. Diddy and they used to listen to Mason, all them. But hip hop is dead, y'all. It's something new that's gonna come. It's gonna be singing and praising and worshiping God with no beat, acapella or strings, violins or whatever. It gotta be something new. And worshiping and singing praises to God is it. You cannot look up to these rappers and they need you to make the money to stay in business. If you say, man, I don't like your music, y'all trash, their album sales will go down and they won't be able to make no more money. All right, look at it like this. So when 2024, Rick Ross and Meek Mills, they haven't made no music in a long time together. They teamed up and did an album together and they only sold 30,000 30,000 streams, or they only sold 30,000 copies the first week. You got brothers on YouTube making videos getting over 30,000 views in one day. It took Rick Ross and Meek Mill 30,000 to sell 30,000 one week. And they sold way more than that when they first came out. They've been not making music for a long time. You think a lot of people will come and listen and support it. Music is dying. That's what that's showing you. And because of that, because people, this is just like people saying, I don't like your music, it's trash. Like Mano told Troy Ave. So if people do that and they don't sell no records, they have to start selling their homes and stuff like that. But they never cared about the people anyway, because they don't make that much money off the album sales, but they don't want to do nothing. They don't want to get no reparations. They don't want to fight for nothing. Most of them rappers, they might open up a business. Styles P might open up a couple juice bars, and he got a little he trying to get the weed dispensaries. That's for him. That's for his family. They're not teaching you how to do the same thing. Matter of fact, you don't know what hoops he had to jump through to get the juice bars. He probably put it in the female name. You don't know what they did. And Doggy, like, you got dudes like Doggy Diamonds. You know the old dude Doggy Diamonds? He's still on the internet telling people, if you want promotion, pay me $100 and I'll promote you and put you on all my social medias. This dude interview everybody in the game you can think of. He's still doing interviews with D Haven right now. He ain't never gonna go nowhere. Doggy Diamond's been trying to get in the Illuminati for his whole life. He's like almost a senior citizen. And he's still on YouTube. He don't even get he don't even be getting that much views. But he still keep trying to make content. You're not even really making no money on YouTube like that. But they won't make a business and come back and give all the knowledge that they learned from doing whatever you was doing when Forbes DVD, and help young brothers become entrepreneurs and stuff like that. He want to keep his name and be a household name, and he ain't gonna never go nowhere. Nobody, you never been out the country. You like almost 70 years old, still living in your auntie basement, making videos looking like you in the office. He got a banner set up in the back of his little room he stay in, somewhere in his auntie basement. Yeah, man. And he an old dude. He a grown man, and he want people to pay him for promotion. He talking about he love hip hop. Man, nigga, you don't love no hip hop. You treat it like it's a business. He one of them dudes that say the game is to be sold, not to be told. Them fake ass dudes like Funk Master Flex and the DJs at Hot 97, they all fake, y'all. They make y'all pay them to play your music still. They do it, they don't make it seem like they don't come out and say it, but that's what people doing. When you hear them fake ass rappers like G Herbo, them little down low homosexual ass dudes, G Herbo doing them rituals like Chief Keef. They moved them to Calabasas, right? Chief Keef be in them gay bars like Jay-Z, looking Satanist in the forehead like Jay-Z when he was doing with Marina Abramovic, dancing with their foreheads connected together. Tell me if I'm lying, y'all. Chief Keef and all of them do that. So, man, these rappers are sellouts, man. All of them. They pay them dudes money. They might move them in a mansion, and then they control their whole career. Oh yeah, and then the dude Gene Deal, this fat ass dude Gene Deal, he said he believe in God, but he can't lose no weight. He's because he's a gluttonous. He won't stop eating. Gene Deal is another one. He keep talking and making all these videos, and he was a cop. Gene Deal used to lock people up. He was working with the parole, working for parole or something like that. He wouldn't go in the courtroom and testify one time about Diddy, anything with Biggie, or none of that. You let this Biggie stuff be an unsolved murder, but you went on the internet and did TV interviews with Vlad TV, saying stuff that nobody never even heard. Gene Deal was a clout-chasing, culture-verser, fat, biscuit and cheese eating devil. And you gonna burn in hell if you don't repent, Gene. Yeah, these dudes in the industry, man, you gotta be careful. Gene Deal is like, he's one of the people that's a part of the reason why the Biggie case is an unsolved mystery. Because if you had all this information, they would have been found who killed Biggie. Because Gene Deal said he seen somebody from the Nation of Islam. Remember he said that? Right before Biggie got killed? He said somebody from the Nation of Islam came up to him and said something. And that was the last person they seen. But Gene Deal, just like Doggy Diamonds, Gene Deal was a security guard. Doggy Diamonds was like the video camera dude. They always been in the background, and they wanted all the attention. They wanted to be like the rappers. So Doggy Diamonds got his own podcast, and all he do is go live and try to talk, and you know what I'm saying, talk about whatever topics. Man, you ain't promoting nobody. You ain't breaking no artists. You could be going outside finding new artists every day. He looked for dudes like Sauce Money. He just did an interview with D Haven. Man, them old, washed up, old ass dudes, don't nobody even know who D Haven is. They know Jay-Z. They don't know D Haven. He going to get all the dudes that's still mad at the stars that made it and don't talk to them dudes no more. That's crazy. Doggy Diamonds, you do interviews to try to smear dirt on people's name. When he did that interview with D Haven, he was trying to ask some questions about Jay-Z and stuff like that. That's clout chasing. You don't know Jay-Z don't talk to you like that. You're not cool with him. He you a grown man, still like
You want to interview Jay-Z so bad, he won't give you no time and no day. You could tell how he doing all this stuff. He bringing the dudes that was real close to Jay-Z, doing interviews, talking about him. Like, you wouldn't talk to Jay-Z and D Haven about that stuff because he don't talk to you. But you going on the internet doing all this stuff, and they could shut you down if they wanted to. Doggy Diamond say, man, he creating all this controversy. Jay-Z got a lawyer team, man. They come right after you. He want to get the money like the rappers, so he do all the interviews with the people that was close to the rappers and thinking it's gonna get him a lot of views. The Illuminati is not taking none of your interviews. They don't find none of your content amazing. Your videos ain't gonna never go viral. You're not gonna hit millions of views a day like them dudes like Kai Cenat, cause they don't want you, man. You're not young enough. You too old. He's trying to get in the industry with a bunch of young dudes, and he like 60-some years old. It's over for you, doggy. Hang it up, man. Hang it up, man. You doing all these conspiracy theory videos and all that stuff, man. You put all this black stuff on your face so your gray hairs don't grow in on your beard and all this. How you like almost 70 years old with no gray hairs on your beard? Man, you putting that black shaving cream all over your face or whatever it is, permanent marker the color of your hair, man. You a hypocrite, doggy. And I don't never watch your content. I'm just letting you know. Your content is trash. You never gonna make it. Jay-Z will never give you an interview. You always gonna be like an underdog trying to interview people that never really made it in the game, but they was next to the star who's still in the game that got a name. And you do that on purpose. You'd have never had an interview like sitting next to Meek Mills or going out interviewing big people at the peak of their career. You never did it because people don't be wanting people like you around them. You got bad, it's something about you. They probably think you got bad energy or something. And I don't believe in energy. I'm just saying that's how they probably think. You be wearing shades all the time, and then you like come up looking dudes all in the face with shades on. Like look the other way or something like that, man. You be wearing them big old doofy shades and asking all these questions, and you like you digging like for it's like I don't know how you do it, but your interview game is just weak, man. You gotta step it up. Yeah, all your sound effects, all that stuff is weak, man. Your content sucks, doggy. Your content is trash, man. I don't usually watch them. I don't usually watch the worldly channels and stuff like that, right? But I'll tell you one thing. Your content trash, doggy. I'll never watch you. I don't enjoy watching you. And all call-outs are mandatory.
This nigga Doggy Diamonds pulled out a gun on me back in the days over the internet. He got mad. He pulled out some type of silver gun. He pointed in the camera and said, "Motherfucker, you better stop playing with me," or something like that. I'll never forget that. I tried to tell him it was all love. And he started talking about me, dissing me, throwing subliminals, talking about niggas with missing teeth and all this stuff. Nigga, I'd knock your little old ass senior citizen out. If you want to get in the ring, put the gloves on, I'd do it for free. You old ass, out of shape, running your mouth ass, camel face looking motherfucker. You look like the man on a Camel cigarette box. Stop playing with me, Doggy Diamond. Throwing subliminals. He know he better not say my name. If Doggy Diamond say my name, I'm gonna do a boycott, and we gonna get a petition and get his whole channel taken down. That's why Doggy ain't gonna say my name, cause he know. Come for your whole platform. You won't make no more money off of super chats. Ain't nobody gonna donate to you, cause they gonna see all that hate that's in you now. Few people might support you. Only your nieces and them people that be in your house when you're making your videos. Them the only people that watch you anyway. Your nieces and their friends and stuff like that. You don't have no real people really. It ain't, man. Your content died down, man. You used to be making good content, or like when I was in the world, probably. I don't live like that no more. I live for God, so my heart. I might come slide and watch your channel for like 5 or 10 minutes for the most, but it's only been like maybe in the past couple weeks I've been watching like a few times, but other than that, I don't even watch it. Yeah, I don't even watch it. But I know one thing. Your content trash, just like Mano raps, just like Fabio Foreign. If he don't repent and stay repentant, he said he don't drink and all that stuff. He making songs about choirs and songs about praying. I want to see if Fabio Foreign gonna keep it up and make better songs like that. All praises to the Most High. I give him his credit, because I did call out Fabio Foreign in the beginning of this video, but this not directed to Fabio like that, because he was one of the ones that repented. He stopped drinking alcohol. At least that's what he put on that video. I don't know if he's being true or if that was like a sarcastic post. But he said he'd been stopped drinking alcohol for 5 years. That's good, because I ain't gonna lie, I might slip up and drink a little on a special occasion sometime. Or not special occasion, like when I see family sometimes I ain't seen in a long time. I shouldn't do it, but I might slip up and drink a little bit. That's the only time, really. But just making better songs, better quality, that's an honor. Singing songs to the Most High. If he's gonna be sincere and do that, I think he gonna reach his maximum potential. It might not be with the people, but you'll be blessed where the industry they can't control you, and you know what I'm saying, that you can get out your contract or whatever you're trying to do, because God will order your steps. Right now, Fabio Foreign probably in the contract where he ain't even really making no money. But with God, all things is possible, man. He can do things that other artists couldn't do or can't do. Like Bobby Shmurda and Rowdy Rebel, they in contracts where they ain't making no money. With God, if Fabio Foreign put God first, he can get out that contract, make his own record label, do whatever he need to do, all for the glory of God. But we gonna see where it goes, because he's starting off. I see it. And we gonna see where this goes.
I ain't trying to put no pressure on him and say, yeah, you gotta make every song. We gonna see where it go. He just made that New York song, and that was prideful, but I don't know the timing of when he made that versus this choir song. But that choir song is fire. I like how he put it together. I thought he was playing around. I like, dudes do that stuff, and like they could be trying to just meet up with people and stuff. I ain't know Fabio was like serious. You know what I'm saying? So all them people came together, did their little choir thing. And I like stuff. I love stuff like that because it's singing to the glory and the power of God. So, but we in a world full of wickedness, man. So this is why standing out, living for God truly, and glorifying Him with your whole heart, soul, your mind, strength, everything that's in you. So singing praises to Him is a way to glorify Him. So when I see these artists like Fabio Foreign and all that, Dave East be trying to throw little lines out there, but I think he'd be doing it more in a sarcastic way. I think Dave East just doing it to try to be like, make people say, yeah, that's a hot punchline. He not doing it because he really like care about the Bible and stuff like that. So Dave East gotta repent or he will burn in hell, man. I've been showing Dave East a lot of love on my Facebook lives and stuff like that. But I gotta keep it real with y'all. I can't be always trying to be compassionate all the time. Sometimes I gotta let y'all know the music y'all been making, man, that stuff is celebrating death, man. Y'all don't live like that no more. You don't live like that. You wouldn't even be able to pay your rent if you was living like that. They don't even take cash for apartments no more. And none of y'all rappers can show us where we can get apartments with straight cash. You be living with a roommate. So Dave East and all them dudes rapping like that, man, we can't live like that. You gotta have a job. You gotta show you make 3 times as much as the rent some places. Unless you just getting a roommate or you living with a woman, man, but them dudes rapping stuff that will destroy your whole life. You know what I'm saying? They ain't teach you how to start no business or nothing. But they record label is they rappers, all them records they making is a business. Them albums they putting out is businesses. Them when they sell tickets to the shows, that's all business. It's just for them. It's a pyramid scheme. If you look at the music industry, the fans always at the bottom. They get used, and the artists be at the top. Right? So the artist, you paying out money, you gotta pay for studio time, you gotta pay for cameras, you gotta pay for all type of stuff, right? The artist is always the one that pay out the most. Everybody make money off the artist, and it'd be like, man, you representing a company, but you think you a rapper, but you really representing a company, a record company. And that's the crazy thing. They live in double lives. They tell you, like some of them dudes say, you got some dudes like from New York, they'll say, oh, we don't listen to other artists that don't really live what they rap about. That's what some dudes that's like Styles P and them dudes, they will say that. If you don't live what you rap about, we don't listen to you. But they don't live what they rap about. Because if they did, they wouldn't have the businesses and all that stuff they have. Styles P got like 3 juice bars, right? They wouldn't have them businesses if they was living that life. But Styles P is the one that tell everybody they gotta live their raps, and if you don't live your raps, then they don't support you. Styles P is a fucking hypocrite. Ain't Styles P a hypocrite, y'all? Listen to what I just said. Styles P got a juice bar. He got a pharmacy. He got something called like a juices. No, Styles P and Jadakiss. They got the juice bar. He got like some type of stuff where he sells pills and stuff online, like a pharmacy. Right? This dude be selling sea moss and all type of stuff, right? But he gonna tell y'all, yeah, I don't listen to dudes that don't live they raps. That's what they say. But he talk about shooting people with machine guns and all type of stuff in his raps. But if he was really living doing all that stuff, he wouldn't be driving around in no Porsche and none of that, would he? He wouldn't be going and making weed strands and got weed stores and juice bars, getting the key to Yonkers and all that. They wouldn't be doing all this stuff if they was living they raps. Styles P, you a hypocrite. You a hypocrite. And y'all don't like that because you got a lot of grown men that still listen and look up to them dudes. They say, oh, they used to rap with Biggie. Well, man, listen. I don't care if they used to rap with Peter and Paul. Man, them dudes is the regular men like everybody else. They're going to have to repent or they will burn in the lake of fire. Allah can't save them. I don't care if Styles P think he a Muslim. Allah can't save you, Styles P. So, you a hypocrite and you deceive all these young dudes and make it feel like they gotta really rap about the stuff that they live in. So you part of the reason why these young dudes talking about, yeah, we spinning on they block and we shooting up, and Bobby Shmurda came out and talking about all them dudes he was shooting in his song because of niggas like Styles P talking about, I don't listen to you if you don't really live your raps. And then make these young dudes feel like y'all created a whole generation of young incriminating rappers. That's what Styles P did. Styles P and a lot of other dudes. Not just Styles P, but that's what they did. Them dudes like Vado talk about all the crack they selling on their songs and all that. You niggas don't be living like that. You're not selling all that crack, Vado. You probably you got some teenagers in high school selling the drugs for your cousins and stuff like that. You not selling no drugs every day. You wouldn't be able to run all them companies and businesses. Keep it real. Dave East, Meek Mills, all y'all. Rick Ross, D1, you too, you fake ass Christian. You trying to be in the industry. Going to Nas concerts and stuff like that. And all y'all got the same teeth. Fabio Four and all y'all go to the same dentist and get them fake ass teeth, man. You got this, you got the same teeth as Fabio Four. You got the same teeth as Maddie that used to be on Instagram with Fendi. The same teeth as Cardi B. You, Fabio Foreign, Lil Durk, Kanye West, Cardi B, y'all all got the same teeth. Fake ass teeth having motherfuckers. Y'all teeth ain't all shaped the same. God made us all different. You don't even see regular people all teeth looking like that. All white and pearly and all that, man. Yo, man, you can get up out of here. Yeah, God free you cancel, man. You just mad because you got kicked out the country, man. And you was never no real comedian anyway. Ain't nobody listening to your skits or none of that. Meek Mills, Vado, Dave East, Jay-Z, Mano,
My Son, all y'all brothers, man, y'all don't care about reparations. Y'all don't care about y'all people, man. Y'all ain't fighting for no reparations. None of y'all. Y'all don't put y'all money together and find one politician that's a black person from New York that can do something. But y'all can work with them politicians when y'all do everything else. Don't act like y'all don't be working in politics. Jay-Z, you got a whole lawyer firm with you. All y'all. Rock Nation and them got a lawyer firm, man. They all got attorneys and lawyers. You don't think if they wanted to, they could fight for rep? They don't want to.
They took an oath. I'm telling y'all. They down with some secrets. They down with the Masons or something. Why you think they do all that, the signs and symbols and stuff? You gotta do your rituals to get down with them.
Look, if you ain't down with, like, you know how little children act? They might go to the playground or they might go to a park or a water park or something and they get all happy. That's how you gotta act when you know stuff is fake and it's not real. Like in the music industry. And they trying to make this stuff seem like the world has to be ran like this. If you notice, like they started coming out like with the gay rappers like Tyler the Creator, and certain rappers started coming out openly saying, yeah, I'm gay. And now they just promote this stuff in the world like it's normal. Right? So they always use the entertainers and the rappers when they want to pass laws and use certain policies against the people. So they put it in television, movies, they get cartoons, music. The rappers is pawns, they puppets, man. They on the pyramid, man. They on the pyramid scheme. They don't work for God. If they ain't singing praises to God and really owning their own masters, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about you like, you know how you know you own your masters? Because you ain't making money off being my ass cap like that, because you don't know how to do the whole business. That's just stupid. That's what I'm doing. Because I ain't learning it right now. I gotta figure out how to do it, because I don't feel like they gonna pay me off every song anyway. I feel like it's not real for some reason, and then I ain't gonna never reach. I'm doing music for God, so I ain't gonna never reach 100,000 views or nothing like that. So it don't even matter. But y'all in the industry is fake. The whole industry. I'm not just talking about the dudes from New York. I'm talking about Lil Baby. I'm talking about the Baby. I'm talking about them dudes like T.I. and them dudes down south too. They sellouts. T.I. be jumping back and forth trying to do songs and all that stuff, man. Styles P, you don't say nothing about that. T.I. living his raps. Because remember when he got caught, he was working for Crime Stoppers. You don't never say nothing about T.I. Cause y'all fake. Y'all all get along. Y'all in the same industry. Stop acting like, oh, I don't like raps and all that. Styles P be rapping about that. Nigga, you won't say nothing about T.I. You won't call T.I. rap. Cause you can't do that. Cause he's a higher level in whatever fraternity y'all in. He done did more rituals than you. I think the way how they work in the music industry, they make them dudes do certain type of things, but they could do it once a year, or it could be like every 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on how they moving. And it seems like Styles P is like a once a year type of dude. And maybe some of them even do it more than every 3 months. They do it every month, probably, if they could. However they do.
That's them dudes, like the dudes that every month, that's the dudes that come out like Lil Uzi Vert and Young Thug and stuff like that. When they go in, they be normal. But when they come out, they start looking crazy and they wearing paint on their nails, black nails and all type of stuff. Ty Dolla $ign and stuff like that. And you know what I don't respect about the Christian dudes? I don't respect this about them Christian dudes like Lecrae. Cause they say, all right, they don't want to be identified as Christians. He'll do a song with Killer Mike. He'll do a song with Killer Mike and T.I. But he won't do no song with Styles P and Meek Mills. Because they pick and choose. They wanna tell rappers to rap about God. D1 do the same thing. He'd do a song with Lil Boosie. He'd do a song with anybody, as long as they rap about God. But the rappers could go back to rapping however they want after that. I don't want y'all to think I'm a hater or nothing either. I'm just calling out these artists, man. They fake. I'm a grown man, y'all. And I don't listen to these music artists that's selling us trash, man. You could make a documentary if you want to talk about your life. You might make more views and get more people. Just document it and then do it with no beat. Because that stuff, man, it's only so long you're going to keep listening to that stuff and finding pleasure in it. Once you get a certain age, you want more out of life. You want to learn different things. You want to expand your mind. You want to grow. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I blame the rappers and the record labels, man. It's not the people's fault. People like what they like, you know what I'm saying? But the artists for putting out the same songs, like niggas like Fabulous, he been making the same music since he started freestyling when he first came out. He never really grew up. And I ain't got no hate. I ain't hating. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like this. the way how Fabulous rap, he on the elementary level. So when you hear the stuff that I'm saying, I'm on a higher level than college. So when you hear Fabulous and all that stuff, man, you ain't talking about nothing. For real, I ain't trying to be cocky or nothing. I'm just saying, man, Fabulous and all them dudes, Dave East and Nas and all them dudes. What is Nas still trying to make little songs sometimes, right? What is Nas talking about? Man, you done sold all them records, you got money. Man, you ain't doing nothing and building no legacies for nobody. You sold out to the Illuminati, you a puppet, Nas. You got that land out there in Georgia or whatever, and you a puppet. They got you plugged in. You can't help nobody and build no community centers in Queensbridge. Where's the Nas community centers at in Queensbridge? Where's billions of dollars flowing through there? You ain't doing nothing. But you do stuff publicly when you sign them checks with Amazon or whoever you working with. They sign these dudes on these checks to put them in a contract and say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this. So that block them in certain areas in life. They might not even know this, but they give them these big checks, and like Fabio Foreign, let's use him for example. They might give Fabio Foreign a check with Coca-Cola, but in that check, he can't do something while they're doing the production or whatever. And he can't like go promote. He can't drink Pepsi and put it on camera and certain stuff, or he'll lose that contract and certain stuff. He might have to pay him back or something like that, and they don't know that. They put them dudes in them contracts. That's why they don't make no music and all type of stuff. You ain't gonna never hear no Nas freestyles like that. Everything is album mode, selling you stuff, because they don't care about the culture. But they came up off of doing freestyles over his sending records to the DJs and all that, right? They don't care about no hip-hop culture no more. These dudes all sellouts. That's what I'm telling y'all. So when y'all hear dudes like Benny the Butcher and 38 Special and what's the other dude name? I said him. He said Trust. That's 38 Special. Benny the Butcher and 38 Special, them dudes. When y'all hear them dudes, man, it's too late for y'all to try to say we represent New York. You trying to get on in the music industry talking about we signed to Eminem. You niggas is sellouts, man. Y'all ain't putting New York on nothing. Y'all sellouts. If y'all signed to Eminem, you in the industry. New York didn't go out signing the dudes from Detroit. Hip hop started in the Bronx. They didn't go to Detroit for clarification. Detroit got their own sound. The rhythm and blues and Motown and all of that, right? They got their own culture. But these new dudes, they always want to go out and look for approval for somebody. Ain't nobody even care about, I'm not trying to hate. That's why I ain't say Conway name. That's why I ain't say Conway name, because he handicapped, and I don't want to make it look like I'm picking on the handicap, so I'm going to leave Conway name out of it. That's why I only said 38 Special, Benny the Butcher, and West Side Gun. You know, them dudes like West Side Gun and Benny the Butcher and 38 Special, man, them dudes, they not really representing New York. Once they signed them contracts, this dude was running around with the WWF. What's his name? He was running around doing wrestling and rapping with the wrestlers. Man, you sold out into the contract, man. That's not representing New York. You represent the wrestling arenas. Look, what did them dudes bring back to Buffalo? Benny the Butcher or any of them? Any restaurants, any businesses where the black people can all get jobs and all that? Nothing. Rick Ross opened up all them wing stops and stuff. Some of these rappers do be doing little restaurants and stuff,
but they don't have to hire all black people. Benny the Butcher supposed to be one of the rappers from the streets and stuff. Drug dealing dude. Nigga, you ain't giving back nothing free to the people. You fake ass wanna be out Italian dude. You rap like you was down with the Italian mafia. Black people wasn't even known for selling drugs like that back in the days. Not all of us. Especially not probably in Buffalo. Niggas was working out there. You wasn't driving up to New York City and all them snowstorms. Nigga, y'all was getting snowed in. What is Benny the Butcher rapping about? You transporting all these drugs and all this. Look, in 2026, when dudes rap like Benny the Butcher, nigga, you must be working with the government. He's in the studio talking about, yeah, I gotta duck away from the feds and all this. Man, you tell on yourself in every song. Y'all don't think that it's incriminating when they talk like that? Nobody would know if you ever sold drugs, if you never talked about it and say whatever happened. And it's like yeah, go check my rap sheet and all this stuff. That's how they talk. Right? Free the bros and all that. Some of them will say, I just got out of jail and I'm packing and still out on bail and I'm packing and certain stuff like that and looking for the ops. They do say that. So like, man, it'd be crazy, man. And I blame a lot of them dudes like Styles P telling them dudes, you gotta live your raps. You got these dudes called the Hoodies. The Hoodies is from somewhere upstate New York, right? Kind of like near where I'm from. So they got this one dude, he like older, and then his little brother, they came up when they was young. And they was on Hot 97, on Funk Flex and all that. So the Hoodies, like, that little young dude rapping about all that stuff, nigga, you ain't live all that stuff, you too young. Your brother writing your raps. You can't tell me that dude brother ain't writing his raps, man. Your brother telling you to say all that, and your mom, I heard their mom is their manager and stuff like that. And them dudes talking about somebody in the comment section, oh, somebody need to get him a deal. Get him a deal for what? They was in the car rapping with Jadakiss and Styles P. If they can't get no direction from Jada and them dudes, then I don't know what to tell y'all. How y'all got connections and y'all all going to New York City? I seen them dudes on the interview on Queen's Flip. Y'all got all these connections with the industry. And they talking about, yeah, somebody give them a deal. People always want the white man to do stuff for them. They never want to do it independent, from the ground up. And then you could teach everybody in the community how you did it. They don't want to do that. They want to go sign a deal and have a white man move them out the community and move them all the way to fucking California or Calabasas or somewhere Canada or Niagara Falls or wherever. Or you gonna sign a deal and they gonna give you a 360. Yeah, they gonna give you a 360. Man, that music loud, right? That's better. So when you sign that deal, they give you that 360. What you gonna do then? You can't do nothing. So I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I'm about to go on one more platform and try to get this message out, I guess. I want to go on Facebook, but TikTok is really the best for me because that's where more people come through. But I can't really be smoking on there like that. So we need to boycott and protest these rappers, man. They sell poison in the community. They're not fighting for reparations. So they are against the people and they are against our best interests. The best interest for all black people, foundational black Americans, is reparations. I don't hear Nas, Dave East, Rick Ross, Meek Mills, Jay-Z, Rod Wave. I don't know if he's still alive. Whoever these dudes is, Mano, Myson, Fabio Foreign. I don't hear y'all really fighting for reparations. Y'all all got different agendas. Black people could have been had reparations. With all of the immigrants they brought in the country, they done built shelters and all type of stuff. Man, we could have been had reparations. Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. The kingdom is at hand, man. I'm out of here. Get back with y'all later.